All right, let's talk DeFi. If you're like a lot of people, you're probably hunting for that one single best protocol to park your money and get the best yield. But what if that's the wrong way to think about it? What if the real secret isn't about finding one winner, but about building a smarter strategy that uses several protocols at once? Today, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're building that multi-protocol playbook.
So let me ask you this right off the bat. Is all your liquidity sitting in just one place? Maybe you're a diehard Uniswap fan or you just stick with the first protocol you learned. If that sounds like you, then you're definitely in the right place.
Because, honestly, there's a really good chance you're missing out. The big idea we're digging into today is pretty simple. By putting all your eggs in one basket, you could be passing up on some seriously powerful opportunities for better returns. I want you to think about DeFi protocols like tools in a toolbox. I mean, you wouldn't use a hammer to saw a piece of wood, right? It just wouldn't work. Well, the exact same logic applies here. One single tool is almost never enough for every single job. This really gets to the heart of it all. As the source material puts it, one size doesn't fit all. Different DEX protocols excel in different scenarios. And that's the foundation for our entire strategy. Once you master a few different tools, you can adapt and optimize for pretty much any market condition. So let's take a quick look inside that toolbox, shall we? You've got Uniswap, V3 on Ethereum, and its layer 2s. Yeah, it's a bit complex, but it gives you incredible control. Then you jump over to the base network, and you've got Aerodrome, which is all about boosting your yield with its own token rewards, what we call emissions. And then on Solana, you have Radium, this massive hub built to just soak up huge trading volume. See? 3 totally different tools for 3 totally different jobs. To really get this, we've got to pop the hood and see how these things actually work. So we're going to break down 2 protocols that have fundamentally different engines running the show, Aerodrome and Radium. Okay, so on one side, you have Aerodrome over on Base. Its whole model is driven by emissions. It literally prints its own ARO token to reward liquidity providers and attract capital. Then on the other side, you've got Radium on Solana, which uses this really cool hybrid model. It combines an automated market maker, think of it like a big decentralized pot of money, with a classic order book, like you'd see on the stock market. Both are trying to get liquidity, but they take completely different roads to get there. Now, Aerodrome has this really clever way of getting everyone on the same page. It uses what's called a vote escrow, or V, token model. Basically, you can lock up the protocol's Aero token, and in return, you get V Aero, which is kind of like a voting share. This share gives you the power to direct more rewards, more of those emissions, to the pools that you're in. It's a whole system designed to reward people who are in it for the long haul. And this creates this amazing self-feeding cycle. You lock your Aero for voting power. You use that power to send more token rewards to your own pool. This earns you not just trading fees, but also those extra emissions. And here's the kicker. Other projects will literally pay you, they'll bribe you, for your vote to direct emissions to their pools. This adds a third income stream and pulls even more people into the system. It's an incredible flywheel once it starts spinning. Okay, let's switch gears over to Radium. Its secret sauce is this hybrid architecture. All the liquidity that we, as providers, put into its pools also gets displayed on a central order book. And this is a total game changer on Solana because it lets you tap into a completely different kind of trading activity. So what does this actually mean for you, the liquidity provider? Well, it means your money isn't just earning fees from simple swaps inside the pool. It's also grabbing fees from all the traders who are placing specific buy and sell orders on that order book. You're effectively tapping into 2 streams of volume at the same time, which can mean a whole lot more fees in your pocket. All right, theory is great, but let's make this real. Let's put these ideas into practice. We're going to pit 2 protocols against each other in a head-to-head battle for the exact same asset pair and see who comes out on top. So here's the setup. We want to provide liquidity for an ETH/USDC pair. Option A, the classic, Uniswap V3 on Arbitrum, a huge pool with 50 million in liquidity. Option B, Aerodrome on Base, a much smaller pool, but critically, it offers those token emissions we were talking about. Let's crunch the numbers for a $10,000 investment. On Uniswap, you're in a massive $50 million pool, so your share is tiny, just 0.02%. That gets you about $1 a day in fees. Now look at Aerodrome. Because the pool is so much smaller, your 10 grand gets you a 0.20% share. That's 10 times larger, so you're earning more in daily fees, about $2. But the real game changer is this next line right here.
the weekly emissions. Uniswap has 0. Aerodrome, on the other hand, adds about $4 worth of Aero tokens per day. This completely flips the profit equation on its head.
So after all is said and done, you factor in the fees and some small gas costs, and your net monthly profit on Uniswap v3 in this scenario is about $29. You know, a solid, respectable, fee-driven return. But check this out. On Aerodrome, when you combine the fees with the value of those token emissions, the net monthly profit skyrockets to over $63. That's more than double the return. And it's all because we looked past the simple trading fees and actually understood the protocol's unique incentive model.
So, knowing all this, how do we actually build our own master plan? It's not about just picking one winner. It's about being smart and allocating your capital across the best tools for whatever job you're trying to do.
Okay, the first layer of any good plan should be diversifying across different chains. And this isn't just about managing risk, it's about strategically going where the unique opportunities are. For instance, you could anchor your portfolio on Ethereum for its stability and deep liquidity, then allocate a chunk to Base to chase those high-yield emissions, and then use your Solana portion to tap into those cool, unique models like Radium's hybrid order book. And of course, you have to manage your risk. I can't stress this enough. This means setting hard and fast rules for yourself. For example, you might make a rule, never put more than, say, 20% of your portfolio into a single position, or no more than 40% on any one chain. These are your personal guardrails, and they protect you from any single thing going wrong.
All right, let's bring it all home. Let's talk about the exact, actionable steps you can take to build your very own multi-protocol strategy, starting right now.
Here's your game plan. Step 1, research. Really dig into the protocols on the chains that interest you and understand what makes them tick. Step 2, compare. Use data tools like DeFi Llama to look at real live pools. Don't just guess based on theory. And finally, step 3, deploy. Start small. Just get one position up and running, learn the process, and then you can build out your grand strategy from there.
And that's really it. You now have the framework to think like a much more sophisticated liquidity provider. So the only question left is, if your portfolio is a blank slate right now, what's your first move?